Hello there and welcome back to the channel, the start of our new Sunday series. We're going to be jumping into Scene Investigators. Now, this is another one that has been on my radar for a little while. I think it was early on this year where I first saw the demo for it. I only saw the demo because I've just finished playing this developer's EQ Studios. Shout out to them. Finished playing their first game called Payne's Creek Killings. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I kind of had a bit of an explore about what they're working on now and found out that they're working on this. So we have played the demo of this already. That's already on the channel. If you haven't checked out Payne's Creek Killings, if you like investigation games kind of thing, piecing puzzles together and clues, be sure to check that out. I'll either put it in the card section above here somewhere, if I remember up there. I always forget these ones for some reason. If it's not there, it will be at the end of this video in the, I think this one, just this one right here. I have two videos. One with the right one was my last video, and then this left one is like a random one I think you may be interested in. That one kind of changes depending on what game I'm playing. But either way, it'll be either here or up there. One of the two. So back to this one. I believe this is, well, it's a crime scene investigation game, hence the name Scene Investigators. And I'm pretty sure it's, I think 4 or 5 individual cases. I don't know if they have an overarching story. I think it's either 4 or 5, like standalone kind of cases. So I think we're going to play it by ear regardless, but I think I'm going to try and do 1 case per episode. Sounds about right. I don't actually know how long these are going to be. I suppose it depends on how analytical we are. Anyway, enough rambling. Come hang out with me. Grab your pen and paper. Please take notes if you so desire. Grab your favourite drinks and snacks. Curl up so you're comfortable. Come hang out with me as we jump straight into Scene Investigators with our first case. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Disclaimer. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events or locales or persons living or dead. Sorry, I went off the rails there. I apologise. We're rolling with it. Living or dead is entirely coincidental. Scene Investigators is an experience created for detective, true crime, and escape room fans. It is not meant in any way to replicate a real crime scene and the steps involved in solving it. This game was designed purely for the sake of fun and entertainment for its intended target audience. So don't use anything you find in here as a way to solve an actual crime. Leave it to the professionals. That's what I say.
Hello, Agent.
Hello.
I'm your personal assistant for this exam.
Oh, we're being examined.
Enter your name.
It's gonna go Rinsler.
Is this the name you want recorded in our database?
I don't want to be doing it in a database, but yes.
Creating your data file.
Thank you.
Recording complete. Welcome to the crime scene reconstruction room.
Ooh, okay.
Prior to the exam, here are some important notes to go through.
I don't actually, to be fair, I don't have my notepad. I know I told you.
Analyze everything on site and pay close attention to seemingly insignificant details. Second, not all interactable objects are important.
Okay.
And not all that are non-interactable are unimportant.
Is this... I think we may have done this one already.
Decide which ones can help with the investigation. Third, when there aren't enough evidence present in the crime scene, you will need to trust your intuition, fill in the missing gaps, and make smart, calculated assumptions.
Alright. Sounds legit.
When all else fails, don't give up. Take a break. Comb through the crime scene again and revisit the clues previously gathered with fresh eyes. Now Now that we've gone through them, let's do a preliminary trial, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
No bearings on your overall grade. It's to see if you've come to grasp with the fundamentals of the exam to come. Are you ready?
Yes.
Loading preliminary trial. Loading complete.
All right. Where are we being put? Right. Excuse me. I've decided to change control. I was using controller, but it feels really weird. Right. Oh, okay. Situation. The police have arrested a man they suspect to be about to rob a bank. They confiscated items found in the van. The man was standing by. I completely butchered that. The police were able to get the man to give up the names of his accomplices. It is suspected that the man and his accomplices might also be involved in the purse snatching of Helen Turner. However, all the police have are the items from the getaway van, the criminal records of the 3 men that were going to rob the bank, and the incident report from Helen Turner. Using what is available, can you answer these questions asked in this case file? Preliminary trial. Okay, so this is how to play. Why case file memory? I'm just going to pull that back a little bit because it's in the way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. I hit the wrong button and it disable stuff. Right. Y case file menu, start, pause menu, move, turn. It's on controller ones. Never mind. We're gonna. Right. Documents, situation. We've got exam questions. Right. Who was the getaway driver? Insert answer here. Who was involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse? Okay. So they're the questions we've got. Excuse me. Game, please. Can you not? My mouse sensitivity is like way high. There we go. That's better. That's better. Right. So let's have a look here. Okay, so this is the chain of custody evidence. Right. My master plan, Clover Bank. Monthly swap. Lorenzo will send all of us exact date. Part 1 of swap. 3:15 to 3:35. 20-minute window. Every second counts. Be in positions 3:15 sharp. Get in, get out. Minimum security at this time. 3:15 to 3:35. Security returns from swap. Second part of swap. 3:35 to 3:55. Too much activity. Plan B is activity returns to normal at 4:10ish. May have to resort to robbery at gunpoint. Plan C, wait another month, don't have time. Alright, so that's use plan. We need to work out the getaway driver, don't we? Split 55% man with a plan, 15% helper, 25% getaway driver, 5% for Lorenzo. Who's Lorenzo? Can I zoom? No, I can't. Undown winning numbers for the lottery? Maybe. Pyramid scheme exposed. All right, must jump. All right. So I can read these. I don't want to read the whole lot though. Emmett Avery, Patricia Langley comes home to Portland, pyramid scheme exposed. Pyramid scheme may be important. Oh, can do that, nice. Local family store goes out of business. A whole load of names in here, but none of it means anything to us. Holloway, haunted house, no information. Murderer of Victoria Wells arrested. Again, doesn't really make much difference to me right now. Richmond donates thousands of dollars. Why do I have this? There's got to be something in here Counterfeiter escapes authority. Hold on. Counterfeiter escapes authorities. Counterfeiter known as the Mockingbird by the underworld. Mockingbirds means fortune bills that have been put. Okay. This might have something to do with it. Right. I don't know how that's important. Four-pine brewed beer. Game, please. Don't fight me on this. Government order court and Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy. Typical thing, 12 fluid ounces. 355 mil. Is there anything in here? I can't turn it. There we go. I can't see if there's anything. NL330C. No, there's nothing in it. Ooh, that's a bit better. Maybe. I don't know how to control this. I don't. Right, so there's nothing in there. And we have cash. Some $100, some $1, and some $5. Those fives seem different to everything else. They stick out to me. Ooh, and a Cobalt phone. Ooh, messages. 348133. Okay. Are you sure we can trust this guy? He seems all over the place. Phone owner. I know you hate unpredictability, but we've already seen what he can do. I'm sure it'll be fine. Lorenzo vouched for him personally. He's just a temp anyway. But I hate Lorenzo as well, but someone that has his respect must be at least somewhat capable. So they're talking about the delivery driver, the getaway driver. Hey, do you have time? I overheard something real interesting. $600 cash. It'll be real quick and it's on the way. Boss told us don't use this number if it's not related to the job. You're too loyal to that guy. Isn't he younger than you? We go a long way back. Besides, there are rumors that he was already stealing big time at just 8 years old. In that sense, he's my senior. Psh, whatever. You in or not, we can split 50-50. Send me the details on my other phone. I'll decide then. Okay. And then a blank message with just a date. Actually, it's not a blank message, just a date. 10/5/09. So that's the date of the. Is that the date of the heist? Actually, I'm curious here. Alright, I don't know whether the screen turned on. Okay, so we've got the menthol sticks. Hand-picked fine tobaccos. Filters. Alright. Can I zoom in? Can I open any of this? Or no? This flipping thing is really weird. Menthols. Let's check the file. Helen Turner case. Alright. 10/5/09. That date. Is that the report of stolen items? That was the same date that was in the message. That last message that just had a date in it. Okay. Right, Helen Turner, Caucasian, female, American. Don't think any of that matters to us right now. Name of suspect unknown. Race light skin. 5'5", dark hair color. Corner of Harmonia Street and Xanadu Avenue, Portland, Oregon. Date of theft. So that comes in handy. It makes a connection to that, whoever owns that phone. What was taken? Rosenberg purse, rose gold crossbody, keys, phone with a mint green case, wallet, rectangular snap chevron, white and turquoise, credit card, Grover Bank, Helen Turner, lottery ticket, Undyne lottery, winning lottery ticket maybe, cash, ID card, Portland ID, Helen Turner. $500 phone, and oh, sorry, I was going to say a 590 thingy, but that's the total. $40 cash, $50 purse, keys. Where does she work though? That's what I'm wondering. Is there anything else? What are you? Carter was known for having done forgeries, was never proven, he was never convicted. Rest in sentence. Right. Petty theft, stole from civilians, shoplifting, stole items from stores, conned money from civilians. Con artist, maybe. That's a very handsome mugshot you've got there, my guy. Hair colour brown, eye colour brown. Dark hair colour maybe brown, light skin. Let's see, Caucasoid. Outdoor property. Alright. Anything there? We've got Harris Chad. Identity theft, armed robbery, targeted banks. I'm thinking maybe they wanted the ID for something, but I don't know where she worked. So obviously, I think, first thing, does she work for the bank and they stole her purse with her for her ID, for the forger to forge, like change the information on it in order to forge the ID and then go for this guy, another brown hair. Identity theft, he could have taken it. Right, Anthony Young, third guy. Black hair, dark, black eyes. Alright, I did actually realise black, actual black is a eye colour. I always thought it, meant demon. Right, ethnicity white, citizen yes, male, black, 38. His thingy, petty theft, stolen from the elderly, breaking and entering, con artists, conned money from women. They all have priors for petty theft. He's more likely because he used to steal from civilians, whereas he stole from the elderly. And hold on, zoom out. And she is not elderly. Well, actually, hold on, she possibly would be. 67, which would make her... This is 2009. That would make her... This is where mental maths completely fails me. I'll get there eventually. So she's 67, so 370, 30, 33. Should we 33 in 2000, so add 9 onto that will be 40 odd. Wouldn't class that as elderly. I still wouldn't class that as elderly. Alright, written statement. Thing. I haven't even checked the board yet. I should probably check the board before I go into this information. But too late. It's, you know, I feel the need to go from left to right. Work address same as home. Or should work from home. Housewife. So why should they wouldn't be taking her ID? So the only other angle would be the lottery ticket. But how would they know she had the lottery ticket? Right, I was at home for pretty much the whole morning. I went to Wake Up Call Cafe to meet up with my friend about 2 p.m. Nothing of note happened. That's why she was around that area. I just told my friend that the news had announced the winning numbers of a lottery I played and I had won some money. I was going to cash it in today. We made plans to meet up again to celebrate. So here's a lottery ticket. I left the cafe about 45 minutes later. I headed towards Cart Convenience, and that was around the time that I got knocked over by a man coming up from behind me. Next thing I knew, I was watching him turn around the left corner with my purse in his hands. You never really think such things would happen to you until they do. All I can remember is that he was a bit taller than me and that he had dark hair and light skin. As soon as I was able to gather my wits, I asked a passerby to call the police. So he was a little bit high, a little bit taller than her. And I will have her height 5'5". 5'7", 5'6", 5'6". Alright. So they're all... We can't narrow any of these down at the minute because they're all... If she's 5'2" 2 inches, I'm thinking maybe one of the 5'6" guys. Hold on. Is there anything after this? No, there isn't. Right. So lottery ticket. Do we have anything on the back here? No, we don't. It would be kind of funny if there was an Easter egg on the back of this thing. Right, so what we've got here. Wake Up Cafe. That's where she was. So that's where she was. Location of incident. So that's where she grabbed. How is this connected? Who was the getaway driver? Who was involved in stealing him to purse? Right, so how does this help me at all? ATM there. Do you have a photo from the ATM? Also, what stuff is this? Who does this stuff belong to? Clover Bank monthly swap. 315. So knew the lottery numbers. No, is there a lottery ticket in? There isn't a lottery ticket in here, is there? No. Unless, hold on. Unless this money is from the ATM that they cashed the... Did he cash the ticket? The lottery ticket and then cashed it in? That's more than $50 in cash. If that was taken from him. Where's the cash? Cash, $40. She had $40 in cash. That was in her purse. Plus the lottery ticket. Did he cash the check in? Did he cash it in on here? So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 620, 635, 635, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, $640. So she won $600. If that's her money, she won $600 on the. Hold on, it's not that. Not that one. It's this one. She won $600. So she had 4 matching numbers because she had $40 on her and $600. Or did she cash it in? I can't remember what she said now. Just something I played and the one's money was going to cash it in today. We made plans to meet up again to celebrate. So this is at 2 p.m. So 2:45. 2:45. She met a friend about 2 p.m. 45 minutes later, we put it at 2:45, which puts it a little bit before, because they need to be there at 3:15. Or am I completely barking up the wrong tree here? Hold on, what are the questions? I keep on forgetting the questions. Who was involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse? And who was the getaway? I don't know how to do the getaway driver. Or are we missing something entirely from this? So 2:45. So Lorenzo sent the date. Hold on, okay. So Lorenzo is the one who sent the date. So that's Lorenzo's number. There we go. So who's 348-752-1330? He was involved in stealing the money. And that's the outgoing number. So this is, hey, do you have time? I overheard something real interesting. So she mentioned it on the phone to a friend. $600 cash will be real quick and it's on the way. So these two are involved. Trust guy seems all over the place. I hate unpredictability, but we've already seen what we can do. I'm sure it'll be fine. Lorenzo voucher in person, he's just a temp anyway. So we've got 3 guys, just 3. This is an interesting conversation here because obviously 348-752. Smooth encouraging. So what's our guy here? You don't happen to have his phone number in here, do you? Recent February 9 for good behaviour, no notes on him. No notes on him. Petty theft. Let's see, that was back when he was a kid. When he was young, or younger. That was in 2000. He's the main guy, I think. Petty theft, stole from civilians, shoplifting, stole items from stores. I think Frank Carter. I think Frank Carter may have the hold on. We need to check dates here. I think two of them know each other and the third one doesn't. '99 and then 2000. All right. I think I may have the getaway driver here, because these two, Willow Bay in 2000, he was sent there. He was in for 5 years. He was sent there in 99 for 5 years. So they will be in jail, the same jail at the same time. So they will know each other. So Frank and Chad know each other, which means he's the new guy. It was Anthony Young, the getaway driver. I'm gonna guess Anthony Young for that. Ooh, move them. Which means the next question is, I'm going to insist, who's involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse? So that has to be Chad and Frank. They must have both been involved. Oh, wait, hold on. They can't have both been involved, because she only saw one guy. Do you have time? I overheard something really interesting. So Boss was stealing 8 years old. Hold on. Can I? So 92, 2000. No, that doesn't make it. I'd say I thought maybe we could work. I think it's 35, 28, 38. So he's boss. He has to be the boss that they're talking about. Is that one? That one. Do you have time? I've overheard something real interesting. $600 cash. Okay, real quickly. Boss orders don't use the number if it's not related to the job. You're too loyal to that guy. And hold on, is this? Because he's talking about to one of the other ones. Okay, I might be mistaken here. He's the outsider. He's talking to... He's the boss, and it's Anthony Young talking to Frank Carter. Anthony Young's involved. He's maybe not the getaway driver. Anthony Young, because he mentioned over here in the money, like the $600 from the lottery ticket. Could it be? I don't think it could be. I mean, he was on foot. He wasn't in a car. He didn't drive off. Okay, right. So I'm wrong on the getaway driver. Anthony Young, and I'm going to say... I don't know if it was just him though. Because I mentioned the 50-50 split. He's the boss. I'm going to say getaway driver because he has to be the man with the plan. Is it in that one? Man with the plan. Lorenzo's defense probably. Getaway driver has to be... I don't think the man with the plan would trust... Alright, I think I get it. Right, so we are going to go with... We may be incredibly incorrect here. He's the man with the plan. He's the new guy because he doesn't know, has no connection to the other two. These were in the same prison at the same time, so they know each other. They'll go way back. So I'm going to say Frank Carter is the getaway driver. And then Anthony Young is involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse. Yes? One of two correct. Okay, we're past. Which one did we get wrong? One of two questions answered correctly.
Understood.
Alright, let's go back in. Right. So was it... Which one did we get wrong? Right. Although I might be entirely dim here. We're on information. Information. Nope, not that one. Documents. Situation. Police arrested a man suspected to be about to rob a bank. The confiscated items found in the van. The man was standing by. Okay, so these possessions here weren't on him. They were in the van. Police were able to get the man to give up the names of his accomplices. It's suspected that the man and his accomplices might also be involved in purse snatching of Helen Turner. However, all the police have all the items from the getaway van, criminal records of the three men that were going to rob the bank, and an incident report from Helen Turner. All right. I don't know where that comes in and that comes in. Those are probably just red herrings. There's nothing involved in that. Right. See, that description doesn't help me out. A little bit taller. Still think Anthony Young's the one. I still think he's the one, and it's the getaway driver must be someone else. Must be not Frank Carter. Chad Harris. Or he's talking about is there two people involved in this? Was two people involved? Because he was talking, he mentioned to the other one. He's younger, right? So it has to be. Yeah, he was talking to the other one. Send details. All right. So this first one's a twofer. Put you down. Excuse me. Can you not? No, go Q back. Frank Carter and Chad Harris. Frank Carter. I'm wondering if it's two of them now. I can't put a thing in. Right, let's try that one. Okay. All right. 2 questions answered incorrectly. Sorry, no questions answered correctly. So the first, so that bottom one must have been the correct question. All right. Right. I think that I was correct before when I had Frank Carter in. Anthony Young is definitely involved because he mentioned in the phone. Hold on. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Game, don't fight me. Don't fight me here. Because in this message right here, this is Anthony Young. Hey, do you have time? Overheard something really interesting. $600 cash. He's talking to another guy on the crew, and he's talking about he's got to be talking to Frank Carter, because Frank Carter knows boss, basically. The boss is, I've forgotten the other guy's name. Chad, I've forgotten his surname, but it's Chad. He told him, basically, Chad told them not to use the number if it's not related to the job. You're too loyal to that guy, isn't he younger than you? And Chad's basically, Frank and Chad go like back a long ways. So they were talking about it's like a side job of the lottery ticket, like the 600 cash. So he's involved. So it has to be Frank. Has to be. Which means when I put this in here, put it in there, I didn't realize that you could hit plus and add an extra person. So I'm going to try Frank Carter because boss isn't involved because they were talking about the job separate to the boss. Sound logic. So Frank Carter. So getaway driver was Frank. Anthony Young is the new guy involved in the theft of the person action, and he brought in Frank Carter. I don't know whether Frank Carter was directly involved, but he was involved as well because they were talking about it at the very least. Correct? I'm gonna yes. Oh, did we win? 2 out of 2. Get in. Right. That was actually quite a nice little refresher case as to what's going on. Hopefully the other ones are just as good as this one. This one was a nice easy one. Just a little bit of logic. So we won. We passed with 2 questions. That's 100% pass rate. Nice. Alright.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
Okay, so I think we can do these in any order. That was really cool. Okay, right. Let's go Big B real quick. Where are we? Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a nice little taster of how the game works. It was a good tutorial. It didn't hold your hand at all. You had to work everything out yourself. I don't think that the notice board in there with the map on it and everything like that, I don't think that actually helped me out in the long run. I did look at it, but I don't think that told me who the getaway driver was. I think how I worked that one out, I'm trying to remember back, was Frank Turner is Chad's one of Chad's best friends. Have got a long-standing relationship, and I think it was the chit, the piece of paper with the cut on it, and I couldn't imagine Chad giving 25% to the new guy and only 15% to the helper, which would have been, if the new guy was a getaway driver, he wouldn't have given his friend 15% and the getaway driver who he doesn't know 25%. You know what I mean? It would be a bit of a strange move. So I think that's basically why I plucked in for Frank Turner being the getaway driver, because he had the better cut and they know each other. So I don't know if the board actually helped me out at all there. It seemed to be everything on the table that was the information, that had all the information that I needed. So there are red herrings, like the beer can and the smokes, the cigarettes. They were all they weren't useful at all. So they do throw some red herrings at you, which is very, very cool. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Hope you have enjoyed it as well. Tell me if you were taking notes, did you manage to work it out before who was involved before I did? Or were you like me and got it completely wrong the first time? Right? And thinking it was only for only one person involved? I'll be interested to know. Also, real quick, the cases here, I'm gonna go big, I'm gonna go small on me just while I'm explaining this. There we go. Hold on, my TV wants to turn itself off as well, because of course it does. Of course it does. Sorry. Case-wise, I think I can do these in any order. Now, I find it a little bit strange, because the next one, if I'm going from left to right, the next one is a 1.5 star like difficulty, which is, I would say, medium. Then we've got a 2 star, which is our class is hard. And then we've got the third one on the right is a 1 star. So my other question to you is, should I do these in just left to right order, or do you want to do them in difficulty level order? Like do the 1 star next, then do the 4th floor, the 1.5 star, and then do the 2 star one. Should I do them in star order or left to right order? That is my other question. I'm going to go back to Big Me because we are doing the outro. And I'm not going to mess it up this time. I've messed up the outro a few times over the years. I really struggle. I really struggle with outros and intros. I really do. Because I end up waffling on for way too long, which I'm doing right now. And we're just going to roll with it. I'm not going to redo it. I'm going to roll with it. So anyway, I have problems with the outro and intro. I don't know why. It's they don't come naturally to us. So anyway, stop rambling. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any answers to the questions that I've asked, hit me up down there below as well. If you are new here, thank you for checking me out. Feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.